Welcome back. Today's practice is upward facing dog or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And this again is often used in flow sequences, Sun Salutation. So I thought we might as well practice in maybe looking forward to doing a full Sun Salutation practice. All right, as usual, warm up the shoulders. If you haven't done your warm up today, we'll do a little bit here, but maybe you want to pause and do that. But otherwise, maybe let's get started together. Arms out to the side, inhale, palms overhead, and exhale, lowering to your side. Add the head, raise, look up towards the hands. Exhale, chin to chest, allowing yourself to arrive to your one pose practice today, letting everything else outside go. Let's take one more. Draw the palms overhead and exhaling, palms together and down. All right, let's do a few nice shoulder warm-ups. Let's take the feet wide, turn the right leg out, and press the left heel back as if you were starting to come into warrior two. Take that left arm and circle it. Nice big smooth circles like you're strumming a guitar. You can bend the knee or just keep that leg straight. When the arm comes down next, let's change direction, go the other way. And when the arm comes down, pause. Let's switch. Turn the right foot in, left foot out. Press that right heel back. Start to circle that right arm in that shoulder socket. Some nice full breath too. Getting circulation flowing. When the arm comes down, let's change direction. Go the other way. Strum that guitar. And next time the arm comes down, let's pause, heel, toe, step your feet together. Take some nice big shoulder circles. And circle the other direction. All right. When the shoulders roll forward, let's just roll the shoulders and arms open just to have a nice open chest. We'll bring the palms together, take the arms wide, inhale, exhale together. Let's do a few rounds of that opening up across the front of the chest and the shoulders. Next time the palms come together, let's turn to the right, open the right arm, let your head follow, exhale back. Continue other side. Exhaling back to center. Inhale, open to the right. Exhale back. Inhale left. Exhale back. Let's do one more round. And other side. Now take the arms. Let's bend the elbows. Reach behind you. Interlace the hands. Think of rolling your shoulders back and then press the palms to the floor. Nice open chest. So you can press your arms just as long as they go. Lift the heart up to the ceiling and release. Do that a couple times, like a little camel pose. One more time. When you come back, think of reaching the arms just slightly off your hips, only where your shoulders want to go today. Take a nice big breath. Exhale as you release. Okay, let's demonstrate the pose, upward facing pose. I'm going to show a couple ways to practice, and then you can practice on your own in the full version as well. So I'm going to start with 2 blocks as an option. It's just a really nice way to get the body and the chest lifted. So you want those in line with your shoulders, a little bit at the top of your mat, and your palms are resting on the blocks with your fingertips pointing towards the top of your mat. You can have the pad of your palm a little bit on this forward edge just so that you have something to kind of latch into, but press the arms nice and long. Just as we did yesterday, I'm going to start it in actually a downward dog, and just so you can feel as your palms are pressing on the blocks into your downward dog. And as I shift forward, I'm still demonstrating, same idea as yesterday. Now I think about my arms are long, I lift my heart, pull my chest forward and through as I come drawing my chest through. Now I want to think about, don't let the hips just hang. I'm not hanging out on my shoulders. I want nice lifted hips, lifted thighs. Chest is lifting. I raise my gaze slightly, but not throwing my head back all the way. Now you'll notice my toes are curled under. Sometimes in upward dog, we're on the tops of our feet. It is a big stretch. You can practice that. Rolling back into downward dog. Rolling forward onto the toes. Into up dog. Now I'm going to come down to the knees and demonstrate without the blocks. The blocks is just a nice way to lift your chest off the floor. Now, certainly something that you can practice like we did yesterday on the knees, or 2 days ago, should I say, is starting on the knees, and you can think about it. It's kind of like a cobra, but you would, tops of the feet, nice shoulders drawn back. Think of the chest drawing forward and through the shoulders, shoulders back, and the chest lifts. So it's a bit of a cobra, and then at that point, you could lift the knees off the floor, still energetically lifting hips and front of the body. And then you can come back down. So it's a nice way to transition. Let's say we're transitioning from downward dog into upward dog. I could roll on my toes, come down on my knees, more into a cobra, but a high cobra. Lift my knees and then down as you roll back, perhaps into your downward dog, depending on what your flow sequence will have. But so just a way to practice transitioning in and out without perhaps starting in the full version. So just again showing then without the blocks, I'm going to come into my downward dog. So my hands are ahead of my shoulders, my feet are back, hips are lifted. As I inhale, I'm rolling onto my toes. Think of my chest lifting, front of the body lifting, shoulders rolling back. Exhale, roll onto my toes and back. So you don't have to do the toe part. You could always stay on the toes, the ball of the feet to start. And roll back. It's a little less pressure, less stretch, but it is nice to work out the toes as well. All right, let's practice together. We're just going to do a couple of times today, and then you can practice at home on your own. So let's start with a knee version. And if you have blocks, maybe we'll start with blocks. I'm just giving you that feel of using the blocks. So again, they're long ways pointing towards the top of your mat. Your palms are on the blocks. Let's start in a downward dog. You could also start in a child pose. So that's an option as well. I'm going to start in downward dog, curling my toes under, press my hips back, arms are long. Then as I shift forward into a plank, bring your knees down, and then think about pulling your chest through, keeping the pelvis lifting, shoulders back. I slightly raise the head. Then I'm going to curl my toes under, press back, downward dog. All right, come down to your knees. Whoops, lost my microphone. Come down to your knees. Let's circle out those wrists. It's a lot of work on the wrists as well. Shake them out. Anytime you need to rest, you can pause, come back to it. All right, now maybe we'll use the blocks, but start with a straight leg version from downward dog. So my hands are on the blocks. My palms are just a little bit near the edge, just to give me that little catch. And I come back into downward dog. Press those hips back, arms long. Inhale as you shift forward, coming into plank. And then pull the chest through. Keep the thighs, the hips energetically lifting. Front of the body, shoulders roll back. Exhale as you come back into your downward dog. And then come down to knees again, or sitting on your mat. Circle out the wrists. Let's do 1, 2. Interlace the hands. Turn the palms over and pull them back in. Do that a couple times. We're going to do one more time so you can stay with the blocks, or this time try without. You can stay with the knees or straight legs. So remember, you're still starting in your downward dog, but you'll come down to your knees and through into your high cobra, or we might call it modified upward dog. All right, come into hands and knees, wrists ahead of your shoulders, curl your toes under, press your hips up and back, release the shoulders away from the neck. Start to transition into your plank. As you inhale, you can come down to knees, pull the chest forward, and raise the head, shoulders back. Keep a nice lift of the hips. On your exhale, roll back into your downward dog. And let's come out. All right, find yourself a nice seated position, sitting on your blanket, or your blanket with your knees and a block in our hero's pose. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Upward dog, as you can see, getting towards the end of our 100 days. It is a difficult pose, a lot of work in the upper body and the shoulders. Take your time practicing using these. You can do even upward dog at the wall. I think we did a modified version of that, or maybe plank. Same idea. Your hands are under your shoulders. Think of pulling your chest up and through at the wall. Another one, you could think to use the chair, but again, be very careful to use the chair. Make sure it's sturdy. Okay, let's take our nice closing breath together. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhale, lower. Let's take one more. Inhale, draw your arms overhead. Exhale, your palms together and down. I thank you for joining this one post practice today. I look forward to seeing you back tomorrow.